hear the music. Hey, hey, hey. What is going on? Yo, it's Sunday. What are we doing here? Aunt Tia's backyard. I'm going to do this right. I feel like it's some light missing, but I think it's me being outside getting black.
Now you look just fine and dandy, like a nice milk caramel.
So y'all,
Sweet.
I have my sweetheart with me today. Hey, Aunt Tia's backyard, halal family homestead. We have a halal apple tree outside. So halal sent us the golden delicious apple tree. That's the one I was showing you right beside the watermelon. So we have some company today, y'all. I wanted to go live with these beautiful ladies, and I wanted to show them what this YouTube world was about a little bit. So see the numbers going up. You can always see what's going on. Can y'all hear me? They can hear the music. Let's see. I cannot. I always turn it down because I don't want to hear the music. But it's simple. Let's see, close player.
You learn how to do all this stuff in a short period of time.
Yes, I did. I learned how to do it in a short period of time, and we hear you. Black guy, his wife, she helped me with a lot. But I never stopped researching to see what I need to know. Because you keep learning. It's so much. You'll never learn it all.
I think that Sydney will learn it a lot faster than I would ever learn it.
Yeah.
Because, they just somehow or another, they got born and they
automatically knew.
Right.
Yeah, you can get a 2-year-old.
They know how to.
Yeah. So y'all, this is my beautiful bestie from our Miracle Berry video.
Yeah.
Louisa.
I was hoping we'd have some today.
We do have some on the tree, but they're not ripe yet.
Okay.
So a couple more weeks and we'll check that out.
That's amazing. I mean, it still amazes me that we were just eating those lemons like they were just the sweetest lemonade I ever tasted.
What got me was the vinegar.
Yeah. Oh, the apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
With the mother in it. It was just like drinking like super sweet tea or something.
Yes, it was amazing. Hey, TLC in the garden. Gardner, Josh, Team Willie Grow. Yes, Team Willie Grow. So Halal says, hey, Louisa.
Howdy.
And this is
Sydney. I'm Sydney.
Sydney. Can y'all hear? So the mic is here. They should be able to hear you though, because it's pretty good.
Well, we're usually pretty loud, so yeah.
Type SoilFamily, one word. So Halal is one of our moderators, and she will sometimes she'll drop links. Well, I have Nightbot, but I try not to take people like Halal's job, which is dropping links and telling people to hit the thumbs up for us. So she will always constantly remind people to type in SoilFamily, hit the thumbs up. She'll drop links, or whatever. Hey, whoa.
Nana's crazy life.
Nana's crazy life.
That sounds like mine.
Really?
Well,
you don't have a crazy life.
If you're a Nana.
But you have a great life.
I do.
Right?
I do have a crazy great life.
Yeah.
A great crazy life.
You got a great life coming up, especially. So
yeah. Grandbaby, getting that daughter situated in her marriage. Yeah. I got to get sworn in somehow or become a minister in New York to do the marriage.
So you marrying your daughter in New York?
I'm going to marry her in New York, which I could do here if they had a marriage license here, but I have to get somehow. I think I might have to become like a Mooney, a Universalist something church. They give you these choices of which religion you're going to choose to be the minister of. So,
okay. Yeah. That sounds like a headache.
As long as I get there and they have that license and I sign it, that's all I have to be concerned about.
Yes. Hooga. This is Hooga Homestead. They say Haji, and we like, no, Hooga Homestead. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing? So, we call everybody Soil Family, Soil Brothers, and Soil Sisters. So Louisa has her SoilFamily merchandise.
I do. I
So-
have my sweatshirt, which is the most well-made sweatshirt I have ever had. And if I didn't have a very sheddy little dog who's somewhere around here, you could tell it's this beautiful black, everything, but it is covered with this dog hair. I mean,
Toby loved
he
it
likes
too.
it too.
Yeah.
I got the T-shirt that also I love. It's that beautiful baby blue one, and it fits great.
Oh, okay.
So
And Lowe's
here's my Yelp.
got 2 large totes for water now. What's the matter? You lost your phone?
Well, we've just been admiring the yard, and which has done a complete change since the last time I was here.
Yes.
Because there were no apple trees, peach trees, watermelons,
Arches.
the arches weren't there. The dragon fruit was still all out front,
Mm-hmm.
and the raised beds weren't there. The
Yep.
potatoes weren't planted. The onions weren't planted. And that was just like only 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was here. So,
We've done a lot of work in the last 2 or 3 weeks. A lot of work. So we basically tore the yard apart to put it back together. So now we are working on putting it back together. So we want to be productive and pretty.
well, I know you like the aesthetics, but you got to do the grunt work to start out
Yeah.
with. You know, it's not always going to be. But when you see those little seedlings pop up,
Yes, that's what excites me. I'm excited about the potatoes because I love potatoes. I'm excited about the sunflowers because they should be huge. I can't wait to smell a jasmine. We have 3 jasmine plant right here in the front yard, but tomatoes. I want to make enough tomato. I want to grow enough tomato to make enough spaghetti sauce for an entire year.
you can do it. You know, if you smush them and like get the seeds out and just freeze them in an ice cube freezer like that. That's what, and then you just get out 2 or 3 of the ice cubes and throw it in, and you got your fresh tomato for pizza. Or you know, because I got the pizza man now in my house. So I'm hoping run pandemic.
Yeah,
which is really a good thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah. Fresh
This
is
you will
is
eat
great.
pizza, right? Not rutabagas, but pizza. You. Yes.
Yeah.
How about pizza with rutabagas on it? Oh, I think
You don't know? Hey, Rosaline, how you doing? You had a great live this morning. I enjoyed that. So, Sydney, you want to tell us who you are? You going to school, right?
Yeah, I go to Savannah Tech for film production. Trying to
Speak up so they can hear you.
project.
my voice kind of go.
So you go to Savannah Tech for film production? How long have you been going there?
Since January, I just got an AM midterm. Got to go out for spring break.
Mm-hmm.
You 97, right?
Mhm.
Hi. Hard to beat that.
That's good. That's good.
And that was on a video that she produced.
Really?
No, I midterm we did everything class.
Oh, okay. But didn't you also get he really liked your video work, your teacher?
Yeah, like that.
Her mom said she
It was
went and met the
great.
teachers. They were all like,
So,
She's got
okay.
it.
So you
She's got
just probably sleep or you really don't pay attention in class and pick up everything like
Yeah.
kind of boring.
Mhm.
Yeah.
no, you don't sleep.
No, I don't sleep, but I don't really pay attention to what you say. It's a lot of slides and talking. I
Yeah.
just take the pictures on my phone and then
Study later.
no.
So film production.
They
So
help me with the on Wednesday we do hands on
Mhm.
with the cameras and interviews and stuff like that. So that's how.
Okay.
I don't go out.
so do you get any footage? You go around town and get footage of Savannah and use that for projects? No? Not?
I take the pictures for myself.
Oh, okay. So that fall in line with you, Louisa, because you love taking pictures.
I do, and I got a new camera, and so I do this photography class that
Mhm.
really, because of the pandemic, we got back into because of exactly this kind of thing. When Zoom started being the way to communicate with people, I got connected with my teacher from 30 years before when we did darkroom and everything.
We
And now, of course, it's the digital stuff, and I absolutely love it. It is just such a great creative outlet. You don't have to get your hands dirty,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I like getting my hands dirty
I know you do.
with gloves on.
I'm glad. I'm really, really glad that you do too, because the eggs have been truly great benefits. Sydney's mom's fixing to have a little surgery, and she's going to be recovering, and eggs are good for her.
So I make sure y'all have eggs when you leave.
Yeah.
I don't eat eggs, but yeah.
You got a lot of eggs.
Yeah, I got a lot of eggs. I got a lot of chickens.
I hope those are good pictures you got of the bunnies. Did you check them yet? Did you look?
Yeah. I think I got some.
Oh, they're so adorable. I know
the bunnies are big. Yeah, yeah. So Sydney is shy, but she is interested in the YouTube world. So we're gonna work on that a little bit and see how that turned out. But in the meantime, I showed my Renaissance grandma. Today we watched some of Blind Guy, his wife, their life.
And it was amazing. That story, about when he's just talking about growing up in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell he doesn't really know what the word is yet, but the sensation of it is coming to him. And the description of growing up and the wealth of the land. That was just cool.
Yeah. Corey his name is Corey. We call him Blind Guy, of course. But his name is Corey. His wife's name is Laquita. They may pop on in a few minutes, but I mean, sometimes I can't even find words to describe this couple because they just amazing. And the more we talk to them and the more we see them, just amaze us even more. And for Corey you almost forget that Corey is blind because he is so intelligent and so good, but they are great in real life. We did meet in YouTube, but they are amazing in real life. Hey, Melissa, just stopped in and say hi and smash that like button. Thank you, sis. Hey, Rambo Greenhand. Melissa Jameson is my sister-in-law.
Oh, well, hello, Miss Jameson.
She has been in our family forever. She is married to my brother for 27 years now. Woo! One of my older brothers. So she always pop in and watch. She said, how many times can I watch a video?
Because we've known each other now for, it's like 6 or
7 years?
Yeah, I would say. And so little by little, I've met
the family.
Yeah.
Yes.
And because, since I was here for the wedding, playing a very essential role.
We needed you. Yes.
Yes, you are legally married.
Yeah.
Look, no question about it.
She legally married us.
Yes. It was beautiful. It was right during the shutdown period and everything. It was mostly Zoom, but it was so, you should show that video sometime because friends had come over and just put this beautiful gold and white, the balloons, the cake,
it was
archway. It was great.
And because at first I said, well, we'll just put it off because it's too much. And you were like, no, we're not going to put it off.
Yeah.
It was perfect,
Yeah, I said, what's in your heart? What's your heart telling you?
Yeah.
And you're ready.
Yeah.
We got it to happen. And all I did was show up and, say the right words. You said the right words. You said, I do.
I do. Louisa is my best friend in Savannah. This is my go-to girl. When I need to talk to somebody, I talk to my sister-in-law all the time. But when I need somebody in Savannah.
Yeah, I do the same. I feel it. If I don't see you for about 3 weeks, I start like, I gotta go get a sherry hit. Yeah. It's important. Yeah.
So I told them about Lovey and our life, a little bit of our life together. And I the last day when I called you and said something wasn't right.
Yeah.
And I tell them, because people always say, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. And I tell them how beautiful it was. At 107, she was hours away from 108.
That's exactly right.
And
she had good old cauliflower Friday night.
Yep.
And the next day, it was a good day to go.
It was a great day it was perfect. And I tell people, we got to look at life and death different because, and she taught me that without even saying, but no suffering. I've seen a lot of people die, not that peaceful.
It's remarkable.
She was beautiful. I mean, everything about it was great. But when I called you at what, midnight or so,
Well, yeah, you called me about 9:30 Saturday morning, and then you called me about sort of close to 1.
yeah, close to 1, and I said, well, I don't think she gonna make it through the night. And you said, okay, I'm gonna put some clothes on and I'm coming. And I said, no. This is what friends do. They come.
I did come Saturday morning.
You came. I said, I need you. Yeah. When I say I need you, she like, yep, I'm on the way. But that night, I was like, no, it's late, it's cold, and it's okay. But this is my go-to girl. I call her. We went dress shopping together.
Yes, we did. And I'm going to use that dress. I'm doing actually two of my really, really close friends are getting married. Robert and his partner, longtime partner, James, are getting married April 16th out in one of the park areas out near Span Hearts. And so I'm going to wear that dress. That's the Marion dress.
Good.
It's really beautiful. And I got it for like $50.
Wow.
And it was on the sale rack.
Yes.
And it fit me perfectly.
Fit you perfectly. Wow. 107 is usually.
Sucking in right now.
107 is usually my FM radio frequency. Exactly. But let me tell you, she was not your everyday 107. That lady was amazing. She was still dancing, eating. What amazed me the most is that she would say, hey, you got a bathroom I can use? She was not about to use the bathroom on herself.
No, she was very dignified. I remember the first time that she got food that you could eat with your fingers, like potato chips.
Yeah.
She had not really had them before, and so she's just like 103. And so she takes her fork and she picks up this potato chip, and everybody at the table is watching while she's trying to get this potato chip. Eventually, she figured out the easy way to do it.
Yeah.
But that was just not the dainty and appropriate way to eat food.
You do not eat food with your fingers. So let's bring on. So they'll just pop up in the back. This beautiful couple.
Hey guys. Finished watching you.
Let's turn her up because we can hear. Hey, blind guy, his wife, Daylight.
Hey.
Hello. We heard our name. We said, wait a minute, what?
So the good thing about StreamYard is I made Laquita, what are you, a partner or something?
A team member. That's
team member.
Yes, a team member.
So I could just sit back and enjoy the ride and let her do all the work from here. She is my Monday morning tasty topic chat partner, and we talk about food that Sydney doesn't eat. Sydney doesn't eat all the foods that we talk about. So
wait, what you mean Sydney doesn't eat all the foods we talk about? Sydney doesn't eat fruits and vegetables?
Uh-oh.
I eat an orange.
She said she ate an orange.
Wait. Ate an orange when? Don't say last week.
Before
she is so quiet and shy. So what I'm trying to do is let her see how this YouTube thing works. I told her, it's great, and it's great.
Well, it just depends on, it might take a minute for Sydney to, but she'd be taking over here really pretty much any minute if I would just move out of the way. She'd be ready. You ready? Yeah. You know what? You don't have to be anxious with these people because all these people already love you. See, Sherry already loves you.
Oh, yeah.
She just met you.
Look, we help. We struggle stream. We call it struggle streaming. We're all struggle stream. Sometimes the picture go out, the sound go out, and the chat is great. They will be like, hey, try to do this. Just do that. They will wait. They will help you. They won't be like, what is this crazy woman doing? They won't leave. They'll laugh with you, at you, for you. But, this is a great community that we have built and came into. And Blind Guy, his wife, they are basically our mentors. So, it's my husband was anxious too, but he is great now.
Yeah, Bobby's totally relaxed, is based on what I've seen lately. He'll walk in just from the gym. He's showing it off. Yeah.
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 So yeah, Sherry and I go ways back, but Sydney this is her first trip here to Sherry. She had no idea that I was going to bring her out here to
the farm,
to the tropics, and to the farm
Oh.
to meet the blacks. So this is a surprise for her, and I knew she would get a kick out of this. Whole new world out there of all kind of things that we're learning that from Sherry's involvement with you guys. It's just amazing. So thank you, all of you.
No.
Bobby come in here and get his thing going too, because
he don't want to talk.
Oh.
So I just told them we were gonna pop on. So
well, Bobby don't want to talk. Bobby don't have to talk.
Louisa like to talk though.
Yeah, I do. I'm not shy. I used to be though, Sydney. I used to be so shy I couldn't, stand up in front of anybody without my heart like beating. Yeah, no, I was kind of weird. Even talking on the phone was hard for me. I was a really shy kid.
What? I can't believe that.
It's true. I still don't like people that much. You know that. I like to spend time to myself, and I love music, and I love beautiful things, and people who are healers and who engage in kind and healthy ways with the world and each other and the earth. So yeah, y'all are right up my alley.
I have a question for you, Louisa, and you, Sydney, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so of course, Pure Pondering is saying you're an extroverted introvert. So I don't know who that might describe. If that might, it sounds like Louisa, you're just an extrovert, right? You're a people person. Whereas Sydney, you might be the extroverted introvert, and you might also be what Pure Pondering explains, because her daughter, Pure Pondering is a lady whose daughter eats fruit and meat, but not bread and not veggies. So she's not a whole fruitarian. She's not a whole carnivore. So I guess my question for you, Sydney, is back to this film world, right? Back to this film world. Are you introverted or extroverted when it comes to, getting everything done, filming, talking to people in that way? Is it easy for you to do that?
It's easier with the circle and the friends that I'm around, but like meeting new people, I be kind of skeptical of what they trying to do. If they trying to take the whole idea or just really trying to help.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just like to do it by myself, but then then I get to thinking the next person not gonna like it, so I ain't gonna do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, what a lot of people here, like KB World UK, first time on this live stream, right? So, we meet new people all the time. And the cool thing about the virtual world is they're here, but they're not really here. So you don't have to be, too nervous. Like Real Fresh Food is here. Hey there. Razaling is here. Hey there. Of course, I think we did say hi to Cali Homesteading with Pooh Bear, or did we not? Did we
Hey, Pooh Bear.
And the same thing with Grace and Fire, because Grace and Fire is telling us it's family and tons of support out here in the virtual world. And, really in the film world, especially nowadays, because of the way intellectual property works, I would say don't be afraid. You're always going to have thieves. People are always looking to take ideas and use them. But for the most part, and I'm sure Louisa can explain this too, for the most part, people are good people. People mean well, and people don't mean to, do anything really. Like Pure Pondering is saying, Sydney, you're wise to be cautious with people, but don't let that caution keep you from doing your thing. So I don't know, Louisa, you can speak to that, living in this world, and how you would describe people.
People steal each other's ideas all the time. I mean, they mimic, but the person who's doing it with passion is the person their work is gonna reach other people. Because if you're just mimicking something, you're trying to put it on because you think it's popular, people are gonna recognize that. It's not gonna feel honest. Whereas if it's your idea and you're passionate about it, no matter if there's knockoffs, you're the real thing. So
Wonderful. Look at Sydney sitting there like, okay, all right.
yeah, she has to get used to me saying things that are positive because there's a lot of negative. And I mean, when you're young and you're trying to, just get by, make it, support yourself. I mean, there's stuff that just can knock you down real easy. And I just want her to feel confident because she's great. She just left got a new job, just left a job where basically there were just dozens of people there who Sydney, you brightened up everybody's day. You realize that, right? You got a lot of friends there. Some days, but still, none of us are, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
We have
then
good
we'd all
days
be
and
the
bad
same
days.
and boring.
Yeah.
And then, or I just push the idea to the side and I start promoting everybody else's ideas and let them win. And like, oh, I helped you out, I supported you, okay?
So you win too, because you're the promoter.
It's a win-win.
But then I'm just left to the side.
Well, let me say this, Sydney. From what Louisa was saying just now, Eco Neighbors like facts, right? So true. You win both ways. And DJH Record Hound is saying film and audio are similar. Editing and production are rather solitary tasks. So, I'm sure that's your wheelhouse. You kind of know. I don't know. I know you guys mentioned our work, so we definitely want to hear what you guys watched, what you thought about it. And Pure Pondering is giving you some advice too. I trust people to be humans. Some have your best interests at heart, some are opposite, but hey, go ahead, Corey. Corey has something to add.
Sydney, as somebody that writes, I've done training film scripts and I've done plenty of stage play scripts. And when I wanted someone else to produce my work, I had to step outside of that zone of, well, this is mine and they might take it. Your best friend is called a non-disclosure agreement, because if they sign it without a problem, you can pretty much say this is a trustworthy person. But if they say, well, why do I need to sign that? Or I don't think I need to sign that. That's somebody you don't want to share your work with, because they're giving you a red flag to say they shouldn't have a problem signing a non-disclosure agreement, because that's your protection right there. Because if somebody takes an idea that you had, like Louisa said, there's people are mimicking people all the time. We all artists take a little bit from here, a little bit from there, but when you have something that's unique to you and then somebody obviously wants to take it, that non-disclosure agreement is what protects you from that. So always when you're sharing your work, you can have a little bit of comfort with a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a serious contract. I mean, Louisa's a judge. She can probably speak to that too, because Pure Pondering is saying, how true, Corey? And Wells 803 is saying hello.
Hey, Wells.
Hey. Well, this is so much fun. I see why Sherry's just like I told her today when I walked up. You just emanate this calm and serenity. You can, because I've been with her when she hasn't been happy. When things have been happening that have been hard.
Yeah.
And she just has this strong presence that it's just beautiful to be near her.
Nice. So okay, we love Cherie too. We keep trying to steal her. She keeps trying to steal us, and so we approve that message. Congratulations, by the way, for your daughter. My dad, he's a minister, so he could marry people, but he said he would not marry any of his children. We had to go find our own minister because he just wanted to enjoy the ceremony, give us away, or whatever. Or maybe he didn't want to be responsible for it. I don't know.
That's because he knew his daughters. That's why. He didn't want to be responsible for our insanity.
Well, I feel very, very happy to be, putting the hand of, this wonderful man that she's marrying and my daughter and having them hold hands together for the rest of their lives. And it's not going to be like a church wedding. It's going to be more of a party. And then at a certain point, we'll just stop and I'll say some things about both of them and about, the fact that people committing to each other is a sign of hope. That's a huge sign of hope. So we need hope. So I'm looking forward to it. Now that does definitely mean that I will not do the divorce though. Yeah, I'm retiring at the end of the year anyway, so she could never even, she won't even think about such a thing, I'm sure.
Right, right. This is, yeah. Well, like you said, your daughter. Oh wait, did we say hello to Cassandra? I'm sorry.
Hey, Cassandra Dominic.
Yes. And because I see Pure Pondering is saying hello to her. Were you going to say something else, Corey?
No, I mean, you keep saying that Cherie is spending time with the judge talking about us. I just want to say, whatever Cherie said, I didn't do it. I can't see. I just doing what she told me to do. So it's her fault.
It's her fault.
I've got the evidence. I've seen the YouTube clips. I've seen the videos. I'm sorry, you're not going to get out of it that easily. So.
Uh-huh.
The judge kicked right in too.
Yeah. Well, when there's good power and there's bad power, right?
Yeah.
There's people who know how to handle it, and there's people who don't. And when you've got good power and energy, when you use it to do good things, that's the cure for a lot of things right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what you all are extending.
Yeah. And they have good energy because you saw some of their special powers. She was just sitting in the living room like
this. Totally still.
And it was because of y'all powers. What do you call it? Channeling energy.
Channeling energy, we do that for entertainment purposes only. We got to say this now that the judge is here, Corey. And let's make sure we put out any disclaimers, because I don't think we said that before. Entertainment purposes only. Please, everybody, recognize that, especially with the judge in the room. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
I'm just a regular person too.
She said she's Louisa right now, or Lala. This is Lala #1.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Hey, Vanita.
Hey, Vanita. Everybody's here. Oh, and thank you. Pure Pondering says they bring inspirational energy. I will say this. When we first got started, we wanted to create content that we thought people wanted, because we were just basing it off of our live performances and stuff. So that's where we were doing recorded content. But with the live streams, we realized that, hey, we can do a talk show. It'll be easy to do it that way. Hey, Trash Can Waves, watch yourself. Even though they say she's just a regular person today, Lala is a judge. So watch yourself.
Hey, Trash Can Waves.
But, so I don't know. I don't know what you guys, if you saw live streams, if you saw recorded videos, what was your preference? And Sydney can chime in too. As a film student, you can always, give us some feedback on that. But you guys let us know.
She said, "Oh wait, now, yeah."
Right.
This is your forte. Y'all are in the same neighborhood with film and production, so these are the best people to talk to.
Yeah, and I will give you some background too, Sydney, because I don't know if you know that Corey and I, performance is what we've been doing for about 20 some years now, almost 25 years together. And live performances for universities and schools and festivals and different things like that. And so, hey, we even got Wally in here, Corey. Wealth Talk Productions.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Wally. Hey, Lashes Journey.
Hey.
Yeah, we've done a lot of things as far as like professional development team builders for teachers, corporations, but everything involves some sort of performative storytelling
and production work, like the back end stuff too. So Corey does a lot of the writing, well, pretty much all of the writing. I'll say 90%, because I do write when necessary, like copy for educational resources and stuff like that. I add to it. But when it gets on the screen or on the stage, we work together. We work together to produce those things. So yes. So I guess, yeah, give us some feedback. Anything that you saw that you Like, did you notice there was a cell phone production? Did you feel like it? We needed a camera. Like, what were your thoughts?
Um, right now, I really just like the setup because that's what I be trying to figure out. Like, what do people use to set up their YouTube, or like who gets their logo and their introduction and stuff like that. I be trying to figure out like how they edit this correctly, or how long does it take them to edit, because I got friends who are just rappers and stuff like that, and I could be your photographer or your video camera. I want to make like homemade videos that be like on Tubi and stuff, and that be going on right now. I just be like linking with other people, and like I got blueprints that's starting that I be writing down or like thinking of, and I was like, when the time comes, it just comes. I don't try to force it. I just wait patiently when I feel like I guess I'm fully ready without other things going on.
It's always good to have that advanced planning because if it comes to writing, like I said, I understand what you're saying. Sometimes I'll write the beginning of a script and then write the end and then leave it for like 2 or 3 months. Then I'll fill out the rest of it. And, my philosophy is if I can show it to my kids and they can laugh, or I can show it to the Dakota and she's moved by it, then those are the toughest crowds I can ever face. And so when it passes their test, then I'm like, okay, this is good and ready for the stage. So you never want to rush what you're doing, because when you do, that's how you end up putting out stuff that you end up saying, man, I could have done this better. Or, oh, I could have done that better. So yeah, you should make your blueprint, because the one thing about having a blueprint is you can mimic that over. It's like step and repeat. You just do it over and over, and then you have a formula to follow. Then you can tweak the formula based on, like you said, if you're doing a video for somebody that's a hip hop MC, then you can tweak that formula for them, as opposed to somebody that's a jazz musician, as
Yes.
opposed to a person who's doing spoken word poetry, as opposed to a person that's doing gospel music. You can tweak it. You can tweak the formula, but you still have the formula. It's just like a playbook for sports teams, or however you want to think about it. So a manual for putting together some sort of electronic equipment, and that's your manual. And so it's good that you're doing it. You're building that formula so that you have that to follow when you get those clients and they come in.
What you say? Appreciate it.
It's nice to be able to have just watched you all in a recorded thing, and then to get to talk to you. It's sort of, like when you go to a performance, usually you don't have a chance to speak to the performers afterwards. You clap and they leave. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, you're very real in the videos. I mean, you're just like you are now, which is, I think that genuine aspect of it, people crave that. I mean, like, people are not nice to people, like, even on the phone and stuff nowadays. And so to be in a place where people want everybody to be well and okay it's a good thing to find in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And like I said, that's what
I've been working on Corey, training him. But go ahead, Corey. What were you going to say? Hey, okay? Before I know you hear that, Louisa Corey said, "I'm about to catch a case."
Can I do it, Cherie?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I can't do it.
Be good.
Okay.
The Trash Can Waves is letting you know, Sydney, don't sweat the technique. Yes. Hey, did we say hello to Joe Serrano?
No. Hey, Joe. I was reading the chat.
I know. Also, hey there, Joe. We didn't say hello, I don't think, to Ronnie Weaver. Hey.
Yes, you did.
Hey,
Ronnie
Weaver. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Corey said we did. Well, what about Audrey Willis?
Nope.
I feel like we skipped some people.
Hey, Audrey Willis.
Hey, Audrey Willis. Sorry, we skipped anybody. Now I'm going back to see him.
I know. I think we got said hello to most people, but Pure Pondering is giving you some advice too, Sydney. As you get more into YouTube, you'll find that there are many different communities. There's some overlap of the community, so stick with the supportive communities because it's huge out here. Sort of like what Louisa is saying, like we're real people. We tend to try to find other real people here in this space. So, like when we found Black's Tropical Homestead, yes, we were like, okay. They said Cherie was like, oh, those are my people, and I'm like, yeah. When we found them too, like, yeah, those are our people. You want to stick with those real people that are supportive. And
Yeah.
Rosalind is saying, please let Sydney know there's a great contact for her in the Atlanta area, or for him, but if she meant her. I have a friend who has done some incredible documentaries and would be eager to help. So, boom, Sydney, that's what I'm saying. It's funny how, like, the real world, the virtual world, you can find your people all throughout here.
And just like you were saying before, Sydney, through our virtual contacts, I met somebody that's become one of my best friends, outside of Bobby and Cherie. His name is XDMC, and he does a lot of
Yeah.
intros and outros, and he does a lot of logo work. And now we're working with him, and he and Laquita and I have established a business that we're starting to build now, just
Yeah.
for those media consulting purposes. So there's always somebody out there that can, that's cheering for you and that's willing to push you along. So, as they say, don't be scared. And if somebody bothers you, just remember there's an incredible Hulk looking dude named Bobby Black that's ready to take care of him.
Exactly. And I do have something quick to show you too, because
Okay.
what happens is, and this is for Sydney or anybody watching, because we always love to. You can answer this question from Rosalind. It's always great to share YouTube tips. And Rosalind is asking you, Cherie, not sure if it's okay to post here. Like, I guess the connection that Rosalind was saying that she has for Sydney.
Yeah, she can, unless you want to email me. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's going to help her. It's fine with me.
Yes.
Yes, thanks for dropping links.
Yes, Halal is working. Okay. Y'all know, y'all can type in Soil Family, all one word, and it will drop your link also.
Yep. Thank you, Joe. We were number 4. Pick number 4. So I think you wanted us. So we joined Wars, which is a competition of who can grow the most and teach how to grow.
Wow.
So we were drafted yesterday. So Team Will It Grow.
Hey, congratulations.
Complete world that connects people. And it's like the old radio days when people had the Morse code,
Yeah.
You had to understand Morse code. You
Yep.
had to find each other. Now we can actually see each other.
Yeah, and it's all over the world. Mexico, I saw somebody from the UK. We have people on the West Coast, East Coast, North, South, so everywhere, all over the world, they just pop in.
Right here in little Garden City, Georgia.
Yep, right here in Lovey's room.
That's amazing. Yeah, good place to be.
Yeah, go ahead, Laquita. I know you were gonna show us something.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Corey has something to say. So Corey, while you say it, I'll pull it up, and everybody drop where you're from into the chat so that Louisa, because this is Louisa's first time on here, in a live, and like Trash Can Waves is saying, boop boop beep boop boop, do the thing. Drop. See, look, DJ, right? DJ H Record Hound is already doing it. California here. I think no. CA is not California. Canada. That's Canada. Because the emoji doesn't show up. It's a flag. It's
Corey,
like the way
Corey, can you see that?
Huh?
Can you see that? Look at that.
Barely.
Why is she doing the VA up to her? Why are you squinting like that? Like you can see.
But now it's just
Go ahead, Corey. The Trash Can Wave said he coming in from heaven. So just keep talking.
Now you know that's a lie. You know Trash Can Wave is coming from down south, not the northeast.
Hey, the majors. Hey. Go ahead, Corey.
No. That's how she bought something up. She bought up that she said the Morse code, but what was that radio? It was a certain type of radio that
wave.
The back in the 30s.
She said shortwave.
Is shortwave when
Wait, is that what you said, Louisa?
Yeah, that's shortwave radio, man. It's like ham radio operators.
Ham radios. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, ham radios.
Yeah, my husband makes radios. He's made them out of tuna fish cans, Altoid cans, these little tiny little things. We have wires that stretch up all over the place, and he can hear people from all over the world on these radios. They have competitions, sort of like the grow thing, like who can hear the furthest away. And I remember him telling me about hearing somebody in Ukraine several years ago, and I mean, it's just amazing. And so many people speak English all over the world, so they're able to communicate. Yeah. So if the grid goes down, y'all come find me because it got the shortwave.
All right.
Right. And so you know what, Louisa, now that you mentioned that, I wanted to bring up, you're talking about shortwave. And of course, everybody's talking about where they're coming in from. Like, of course, we've got, we started with DJ H, Record Hound in Canada, Trash Can Waves in Heaven, Eco Neighbor in Florida, and they're even given their zone 8B. The major is in London, England. Joe Serrano. I didn't realize Joe was in Mexico. And so I'm saying all of these places because Pure Pondering is in Northwest Arizona, in the high desert. Archery's in Ohio for now. But shortwave, like people think, Corey, your ride is here, you have to go. People always think that the internet is it. And like you're saying, shortwave was here, taking us around the world before, and TLC in the Garden in Ohio, Real Fresh Food, St. Louis, Metro 6B. Wow.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. My ride is here. I'm getting ready to go and enjoy a nice long ride with some of my male friends.
Corey's going to hang out with friends, y'all.
So I can talk about.
We got to do something before we got to do something before you go. You got to give Rosalind a short story.
A short story.
Yeah, because she just watched the performance. We got to give her a preview performance before she go. Did you know Rosalind was in Kansas? Did you know that, Cherie?
No, I didn't. I don't think I knew that.
So cool.
You can either do a short story or channel energy, whichever one is quickest for Corey. Corey said he's ready to go. He got his dollars right.
I know, right? Corey, let's do the Three Pigs song. That's always fun.
The song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the song. Okay.
Trash Can Waves is in Michigan. I guess that's heaven.
All right.
She gonna drag us, Corey.
Let me know.
Y'all go tell Uncle Lance that Daddy's coming. Hurry up.
He just called. He's outside. Uncle Lance is outside.
Go tell him what I told you to tell him. All right. Sorry, guys. Did you drag me yet, Cherie? What's going on? Do I have to drag me? Hey, LP is in Michigan, 6A. We know Last Year's Journey is in Florida. Let me know when you're ready, Corey, and we can start.
Ready.
All right. So we'll do it.
So after the big bad wolf failed to blow the brick house down, and he ran off and never bought the Three Pigs again, the Three Pigs found themselves living together in the brick house, where they discovered the mixing of the blues, jazz, and country western music equaled a pretty funky sound. They formed a group called the Pork Bellies and released their first hit single, and it was a smash success. And they found themselves performing on some of the hottest TV shows across fairy tale land. And their first hit single went a little something like this. Yo, 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 everybody. I'm Ham Master J. Here's my Sal Lawrence Swill and our homeboy Buster Swine. We came to rock a rhyme, so y'all catch the beat and y'all get in time.
Hey,
when I say hey, then you say ho. Hey,
ho,
hey.
Ho.
When I say yeah, then you say yo. Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
yo.
When I say hip, then you say hop. Hip,
hop,
hip,
hop.
When I say pork, then you say chop. Pork,
chop,
pork,
chop.
I throw a hook paw wing in the air and wave it like you just don't care. And if you're ready for us to ham it up, let me hear you say, oh yeah, oh yeah. And you don't stop. Pork bellies, let's kick it. Well, I, the piggy number one, that big bad wolf had me on the run. I was chilling in my house made out of straw when the big bad wolf
blew it down, y'all.
I, the piggy number two, I knew what the big bad wolf could do. I said, wolf,
go back to your side of town.
The wolf said,
no, baby, and blew my house down.
But I, the piggy number three, I'm
too brothers came running into me. My house wasn't made of straw, it wasn't made of sticks. My house was made out of really strong bricks. The wolf puffed up, they blew again. But he couldn't get in, so he climbed up the chimney and he took a bath fall into a hot pot of water where he got a bad scald. He ran into the woods with a howling prayers. Turned out to be a real fly breakdance. He's a big bad wolf in your neighborhood. Not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. Huh. That's how the three pigs brought hip hop to fairy tale land. Deuces, Corey's gotta go.
Oink yeah.
Oink yeah. Thank you.
Oh, oink yeah.
They love little pigs.
So I gave you that's what I tried to send you yesterday, the oink yeah.
Okay.
So I gave her one of the coloring books.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Corey? Trash Can Wave says he's in the strip club. Okay. Maddox Farm, hello.
I purchased the ham radio. Haven't taken the test yet. Vanita is in Savannah.
Yeah. Well, my husband did the same thing. Took that test, and he hasn't been into it lately. He's working on telescopes now, so he goes back and forth from one hobby to the other. He also hunting quail, so Sherry here is going to be real popular with my husband.
Oh yeah, we got quail.
So wait a minute, y'all got. I know you wanted pigs. Did you say we got quail? What?
Tell them how
Yeah,
many.
Friday. Friday, we had Itty Bitty Homestead Committee and the Crazy Quail Lady. I mean, Freedom Quail Farm.
Right.
And they somehow convinced my husband that quail were the way to go. So we have 125 quail coming this week.
Baby.
Wait, did you say 125 quail?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So you go from 0 to 125?
Like that, and I can't get one pig.
Whoa, man! I'm gonna have to let Corey know that DJ H Record Hound told him to have fun. Thank you for that. And y'all see, they're still saying where they're coming in from, so Louisa knows where everybody is. Cheryl is in Decatur. Yeah, Mad Acres in Iowa, because a lot of the folks we know because we watch each other's content, but we don't realize how far away, how far away they are or exactly where they're located. So this is great. If y'all want to keep putting in where you're from, this will help Louisa.
Niagara Falls up there.
Mm-hmm.
Close to Niagara Falls. It's got to be cold.
Fulton Jones.
It's only about 90 degrees here today.
That's all. Only about 90.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's a lot of Georgia people in the house. What's that? You didn't grow that.
You don't know what I did?
No, you ain't grow that.
Look, y'all don't know what I did. Let's go back to pure pondering. See, y'all don't know what kind of gardener I am, what's happening. So Corey, the friend that just picked up Corey, they dropped us off a gift. Isn't this sweet?
Oh,
Okay. Oh,
The neighbor.
Oh no, excuse me. This is the neighbor downstairs. We
No, upstairs.
Uh-oh.
upstairs.
Yeah,
Because I was gonna say we feed him all the time, so he always gives us plants and stuff.
she was
I
like,
don't blame him, but do he know what happened to the plants?
Say that again, please.
I said, I don't blame him for giving you plants, but did he know what happened to the plants once he give them to you?
Look, don't talk about me.
Okay. You don't have a green thumb.
They don't
at
know.
all.
Yeah, they don't know. Oh, Real Fresh
I
Food
thought you were going to
said.
say you cooked them.
Say that again, Louisa.
I thought you were going to say you cooked them and ate them.
I know, right? No, they just don't last. They just don't thrive in my care all the time. I'll just put it that way. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying this Real Fresh Food, but Real Fresh Food wants to hear more about these quail because everybody's like, wow, it's awesome. But and thank you, the Major, for the compliment on the story. But we're all trying to figure out what is going on with these 125 quail. Like, you do plan on using them for meat, I'm guessing, like Pure Pondering is saying. They're delicious, the meat's good, the eggs are good.
Meat and eggs. Yeah, we'll hatch them. So we getting eggs and we'll hatch them all out
Okay.
over the next 2 weeks.
Wow. Wait. You said over the next 2 weeks, y'all are going to be doing what? Processing quail?
hatching. They hatch. So we'll get eggs. I'll put them in the incubator. They'll hatch. I think 2 weeks, right, babe? Babe,
Wow.
he listening to us and he can't hear.
That's always
Babe,
good, right?
huh? Quail eggs. How long is it? 2 weeks before they hatch.
They say around 15 to 18 days.
Okay. Yeah. So around 2 weeks ish.
Mm-hmm. So I guess my question is, because we're doing a couple of things right now. So Sydney, this is the way things work, right? With this particular video, we're creating content. We're doing like three different things, right? We're creating content, chatting with people around the world, the same way Rosalind is in Kansas saying it got up to 41 degrees today. So, we're literally networking. Everybody's, everywhere. Peer Pondering is there in Arizona, 55 degrees there. So, we're networking and we have a topic that we're talking about. As the audience brings us information, we're reciprocating that. It's a give and take. Curie's bringing up stuff, they're asking questions about it, like how fast do the quail grow to maturity? And then another thing we're doing is working on YouTube, like figuring out, can the people hear us okay? Do we look all right? So these are things that you don't have to worry so much about because, like Cherie said, the audience will help you, you know? So you can answer these questions because there's a couple of them, like how fast do they grow to maturity for the quail? And then also, Pure Pondering has quails. She says they have to do a new quail pen before they get some again. They had some when Micah was 2, and I think her daughter Micah is now 6. So they're going to be getting more. But do you know how fast they grow to maturity, the ones that you're getting?
In 6 weeks they'll start laying. In 10 weeks we can process them out. Is it 10 weeks, babe?
That's we're not experts, so we don't know for sure, but we're still learning. But from what I remember, it was 10 weeks. I'm just stepping in for a minute to say, what's up, Soil brothers and Soil sisters?
Hey, Bobby.
What's up, Bobby?
Hey, David, the Oprah man, and Andale Homestead.
Yes. Hey, y'all. So this is another thing, Sydney. For those of you that might be just popping in, Louisa is in the center. Next to her is Louisa. So, excuse me, it's Sydney. Sydney has the black shirt on. She has the black shirt, and Sydney is in school. Tell us what you're in school for, specifically for, Sydney, because I keep saying film, but tell us exactly what you're in school for.
Film production. Film production.
Film production. So is that like creating films as in movies or creating films as in short films or creating films for TV, or is it specific? You tell us.
It's all of the above. You can learn for making movies, short film, short skits, anything. Only thing we're not learning this in this class at this school is editing.
Got it. So they don't teach editing, but they teach all of like the skills behind it. Because, and I'm asking you this because a lot of the people here, say like Andale Homestead, she knows how to turn the camera on and go live, but she's not necessarily editing at all. Mad Acre Farms, they do some editing, like they figured that part out. And they figured out, how to tell a story, which I'm sure that's what you guys are learning in film school. All of the schematics of it, like how to tell a story, how to set everything up. My Renaissance grandma is doing a lot of shorts, so she does a lot of short films. So you tell us like what types of things, or is that what? Go ahead.
We learn everything to like the different light temperatures, the different light settings that you can use, different background drops, different cameras, different angles, the key lights and the backlights, the different effects that you can use, being a gaffer or a grip, the electricity, auto, the mixer who's over the sounds and stuff. this semester I learned a lot.
Mhm.
Just the basics of television and film production.
Nice. So you
Savannah
got
has become a really big spot for movie making. A lot of people really love the Low Country, and they come down here and turn part of Savannah into looking like SpongeBob's underwater or whatever. And so they are really trying to promote this as a great employment source because they can get the unions that are still very important in the actors and movie making world. So it's a great career chance.
Because I started off with like the Triller apps, like the little music Triller apps, and that's where I really get most of my edit skills. 'Cause
right.
I like to make it like on point, like an actual music video, but it's just me being myself. And then with the little TikTok app or Instagram, that's where I get like the different effects or like to put this or this and that together. But now I want to learn from like recording people and then putting how it's supposed to be as a movie.
Okay.
Mm. So this is where everybody's just giving you kudos. They're like, yeah, nice one. Well done. Keep it up. Full of enthusiasm for the subject. Good to see, says the major. Rosaline is learning to edit those videos so that they're much shorter than her live videos. So that's another tactic a lot of people use here on YouTube. They'll take a live stream like this and they'll go through it and they'll cut out small bits so that some of the impactful moments, they now have a 3-minute video, a 5-minute video. And once people get your bite-sized pieces of information, they'll come over and consume the larger or the longer pieces of info. Mad Acre Farms loves that you're learning all of those things, but Pure Pondering doesn't edit. She just uploads right from her iPhone. So we do have a few questions for you because I want to show you. This is what I was going to show you before Corey left. I'm going to show you some of Black Tropical's videos, right? And while I pull those up, I do have a few things starred because these are related to the other conversation about the quail. You guys, I mean, Louisa just said it. Savannah is becoming a huge film spot or film destination, film, location. So you guys, with all of your quail, 125 of them, y'all might be featured soon. Mad Acre Farms said it took their quails only 28 days to hatch and 6 weeks to maturity. Rosaline says creating community, teaching what we know, and getting to know folks from all over. That's what we're doing in this space. And the question from the major is, are you having a load of birds around your house? Like, where are you going to have 125 birds? Because, Pure Pondering says they start laying at 6 weeks. And those tiny little eggs are perfect for toddlers' breakfast, perfect for size for chef salads. So I guess the major's question, where are you putting the birds? Do you already have a quail pen or what's happening with that?
Yeah, Bobby will build one soon. With those carpentry skills to work again.
So wait a minute. What when do you get them?
They'll come. We'll start getting them next week. So we have to hatch them. So we'll get the egg that we put in the incubator. Wait for the video.
Okay. Got it. And we didn't say hello to Michelle and Rob also. So we'll say hello to them because they have a question. And Mad Acre Farms is true. For us, the audio is the most challenging because filming outdoors, trying to get a mic or trying to make sure you're close enough, that's a challenge. But all of you might be able to speak to this. What program are you using to edit? Go ahead and answer that. And I'm just going to put some of your banana videos to watch while you explain this, and I'll tell you what I'm using too.
Yeah, I'm not sure. My editor, babe, I think you're back there eating. I'm not sure what he used.
Well, Andale says I'm learning that on the lives to get small pieces. You did a great job with that the other day, Andale, getting that little bite-sized portion from your live stream. You said this young person is way over my ability. That's Sydney. She's the person you're talking about. Yes, absolutely. And so I'm using, just so that you know, Michelle and Rob. Now, Real Life with Michelle and Rob is a channel that talks about dentures. Y'all know all of us are heading that way. Get over there, find out about it. Well, not all of us, because you said that Louisa, you knew her too. She had a lot of her teeth when she passed away.
Oh, but what she threw in the trash.
Yep. She could take those teeth and do them double dip around and pop them back in, and but she enjoyed food better without them, I think.
Yeah. She had a partial, but other than that, she had her own teeth. Just a partial, what, 4 or something. She crashed those.
Right. You know what? Real Life with Michelle and Rob. Type in Soil Family, all one word. I'll show you how it works. And what'll happen is it will put in your channel name, because when you're here and on this channel, then Soil Family, you're Soil Family, right? We're all growing something. And so so that way, Real Life with Michelle and Rob says people are watching more when I post a video that's 3 to 4 minutes long. Yes, because they kind of want to see what your channel is about, and then they'll go back and watch the longer videos.
She said, "Who are the denture folks?"
Who asked that? Oh, Rosalind.
Snuggles. Ain't nobody dropping no link today, Snuggles.
Yes, I am. I got you, Snuggles. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send.
Oh,
So yeah, look, Real Life with Michelle and Rob says dentures here. Yes, it's such a candid conversation. I'm not going to say who in my family has had dentures all my life and I didn't know it. I will just say that Michelle and Rob have answered a lot of questions for me.
yeah, I love them.
Well, as a person who I had an implant during the pandemic from a tooth that I broke when I was a little girl, and it was great because the mask covered up all the tooth falling out and stuff like that. But what I realized is what artistry is involved in dentistry and making. I mean, it requires a really good, fine attention to color and tone and shade, and like when the color finally got right, the dentist and the dental hygienist and I were all like so excited. They were like, "This is the most beautiful teeth!" And it just, and it's because somebody has that skill and talent to do that.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's a lot, like you're saying. It takes skill. So I don't know if I said it, but I am using KineMaster as an editor. I will drop it into the chat, KineMaster. It's a mobile editor, and that's why I like it, but I don't edit a lot anymore. I don't know if we said hello to the amazing M&G, but hello.
Hey, the amazing M&G.
They're in Jamaica, by the way. So just so that you know, Louisa, where they're coming from.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And the cool thing is when you consume other people's content, you get to know a little bit about them. And it really is a give and take.
Yes.
It's just a good space to be. So I did put in KineMaster for you guys to see, but the particular videos I'm going to show is just showing some of the footage that you all use, that you all created, Cherie. You can tell us so that Sydney knows. Sydney, she is a student. I'm going to just type in bananas on this channel. I'm going to search banana. So the nice thing is you can search things on people's channels, Sydney. And Sydney, I know that you're a film student. And so Cherie is going to tell you what she used. And we have these on silent, so that way you can just see it. But you can see how good the cinematography is. And Cherie, you can tell us what you used to film these.
My cell phone. I just used my cheap phone, and I did absolutely no editing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just a short. So
when you film a shorts video or when you film a longer video, though, you use your cell phone? Because I use my cell phone all the time. I don't have a camera.
We use that. Yeah, we don't have a camera. We use our cell phone for everything.
Fr. Humphrey, hello and goodbye. She said I got to catch the replay. Does that mean she's leaving? Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
I don't know. She's still here though. Oh, there's a lot of the community in Europe, Africa, Australia, and New Zealand, as well as Canada, the U.S., and Mexico from Pure Pondering. Nice.
Yes. Yeah, I film with my phone. We just pull out our phone anywhere. I film this way. My husband filmed this way. I'm the short
Right.
person. He the video person.
So just like you're saying, that was yours when you were filming straight up and down. Here's one where you were filming with the phone sideways, so we can get
Yeah.
the landscape effect. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Nice. And then that's sweet. So Sydney, I'm sure you see that intro coming up. Another technique that a lot of people use on YouTube, they give the snippet of themselves and what the channel will be about, and then they go into their intro. And a lot of people create their own intros on Canva. Canva is a big thing, and people help each other here on YouTube with tips about Canva and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cherie or Louisa. I'm sorry, I talk so much. Were y'all gonna
No,
say
go
something?
ahead. You good. I was just saying, yeah. I use Canva for my thumbnails, if I need to do something, but XDMC did create our logo and our logo, which is over in the corner, and he did our intro.
Right. Okay, Felicia says she's like, oh no, I just missed the first part. you know,
Oh, okay.
I do have a tip. This is the one I give out. If I get to a live stream after it started, I will rewind. While people are talking in a live stream, you can rewind while it's live. So if you miss something, scroll back a little bit. Or if you thought they said something and you're not sure what they said, scroll back a little bit. If I get to a live and it's about 30 minutes in, I will scroll back part way to where it's just saying hello to everybody and put it on 2x, because you can change the speed of a video so that way you can catch up to where they are. And then they'll be talking fast, but most of us speak slowly enough so that even on 2x you can understand it, you can hear it, and then you get back to the present space and you're good. And y'all can chime in too, like, because Lashes Journey says she thought she was the only one using her phone. No, girl, all of us. Grace and Fire, just use your cell phone. Just clean off the screen with your shirt. And
That's what we do. The only thing we use to do our mail call video, we use a webcam. But other than that, we always use our phone. And we only did that because we were using a green screen.
Oh, okay. Well, you see here, Real Life with Michelle and Rob says the same thing. We film with our phones now. I dropped my Canon, all the good camera, in a vat of turkey broth. Oh my goodness, trying to hold that thing up. You dropped it in there.
Season that food a little bit more.
I know. See, Rosalind says cell phones are a great way to get started. So Sydney, you can speak to this because Pure Ponder. Now we know who's filming what. If it's portrait, it's Cherie. If it's landscape, it's Bobby. And so, we love saying bye, Felicia. But you could tell us, Sydney, do they talk about, as far as filming with cell phones? Do they even mention that, or do y'all just talk about getting shots? Like, do y'all talk about equipment or what?
Well, if you got like the newer cell phones with the 4K cinema and stuff, that's what they said we could use those as like a movie or whatever. But we use cameras. We don't use these cameras. Well, yes, we do for like a little short interview and stuff like that. But other than that, for like movie skits, we use the AR300 phenol lens. And those stuff heavy. We gotta be real careful, like $30,000 equipment that we be using.
Yeah, we can't afford that.
Right.
We got a bad chicken.
And next we're gonna be learning, like this semester we learned like the different contrasts and the three line rule to get like everybody, or to get what's very important in the scene, and the different angles from this camera or that camera, playback, or to try to see if this important, or making the movie, we gonna do the important longest scene first and then do the short shots to get
Mm.
a whole movie. And now movies have to be only 90 minutes. It can't, if it's over 90 minutes, you have to do it over.
So wait a minute. You mean now the movies have to be 90 minutes or less for school? Like that's the requirement for your assignment, so you guys learn to fit into a time frame?
The movies that's hitting the movie theaters, like the actual directors,
Mhm.
like the new Batman movie
Yeah,
and
because that's
stuff
three
like
hours.
that. Huh?
The new Batman movie is 3 hours because we were going to see it and it said 2 hours and 56 minutes. And I was like, nah, the kids just voted to see Sing
With, with,
2.
with certain sellout movies, it depends on who the director is and who the actor's playing in. But for a regular movie, just to get in and out, it have to be 90 minutes.
Mm. You know, this is interesting. Now, while you were talking about those different things, we had a lot of people saying things about you were talking about film, right? Because you're in film school. One of the first things you mentioned was about if you have one of those phones that film in 4K, and you know, Real Life with Michelle and Rob, they dropped their phone into the turkey broth, but they said it kept filming for a while. So, you know, and they also say they said the same thing that the new cell phones do film in 4K, but Pure Pondering dropped her 4K, her phone that did 4K. She dropped it and broke it. And look, I don't have a 4K phone myself, but Rosalind, she uses Canva to make her thumbnails and her intros. And she also said maybe you would benefit from watching the StreamYard videos or the YouTube studio tutorial videos. So that brings up another important thing that a lot of people they probably know and some people might not, which is that StreamYard has a YouTube channel and YouTube Studio is YouTube University. They tell you everything to do for YouTube in there so that if you don't have a community, if you don't have people, you can, you know, you can kind of go through there. But StreamYard is really good. And Sydney, somebody wanted to know, they might have missed it. Grace and Fire, are you in college? So you are in film school right now in Savannah, Georgia, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, she is. Sydney, she's in school right
Yes.
now. I'm sorry, go ahead, Sydney.
I go to Savannah Tech.
Savannah Tech. Yes. And so Pure Pondering, no more movie marathons. Yes, because woo. Louisa, are you a movie person?
I love movies. I'm a very visual person, so just one of the greatest things is to me is somebody just ask you to name a movie. Just name any movie. Just say right off the top of your head, name a movie. Name a movie. Go ahead.
Well, we just saw Sing because I never go to the movies and watch them because I can't sit very long. So I was really excited to see that the new movies can only be an hour and a half. So Sing and Sing 2, those two movies we just saw recently.
And so the movie that you saw, what did you take from that movie? What do you feel from that movie? What excited you about that movie?
You know, the equality, just like the equality that they express, because it's a we call it a cartoon. It's an animated film, but they had a really strong message of like everybody has worth, everybody can do something. There are no little I's, no big U's. So that you know, social justice or fairness. That's why I loved it.
They say that if you ask that question, like just randomly think of the name of a movie and just say it really quickly, that you'll look back and realize that even though that you weren't thinking about that movie, there was nothing going on in your head about that movie, there's a reason you think of that. And so what you just said really coordinates with what you do here, what you all are doing here about, bringing people together, justice for the earth, for people, for recognizing that having way too much stuff is not a rational way to maintain life, that we need to have what we need. And, be fair about it. So it's almost like a trigger in your head that will find something that's consistent with where you are. So, I mean, if you immediately named something like Rocky Horror Picture Show or something like that, we would have probably not talked about why you might have picked that one. Or
Well, I don't
Jaws.
know. You know, the Major said Dawn of the Dead was a good movie.
Yeah, that's an oldie.
Yes. And Pierre, speaking of
Wars
oldies,
Follow.
go ahead, say that again.
I was thinking about the old horror movies like the Alfred Hitchcock movies where everything seems normal on the outside and it's all it's all about the suspense. Those are the scary ones to me. Yeah, and I don't go to movie theaters anymore. I don't really know exactly. I don't think I'll ever go back to one. I like to be able to pause, and the dogs require us to pause. We have 3, and so we do a lot of pausing as they demand attention.
Yes.
The only way to make it through a movie.
Well, Pure Pondering, like the drive-in movies, we still know, I think we were all done with drive-ins until the lockdown. Then they became popular again. And so, and people are still talking about their phones because most of us are filming with our phones, Sydney. So definitely, yes, that's a good thing. Joe Serrano recently saw some trailers here on a new movie called Belfast. Have any of y'all watched that movie yet?
Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
Okay. So people that have seen it because F.R. Humphrey says movies evokes emotion. So what have they said about Belfast?
Well, Belfast is based on Kenneth Branagh's childhood growing up in a Catholic family in a neighborhood where Protestants and Catholics lived together, played together, and then the Troubles came. And so it's about, from a childhood point of view, all of a sudden having your life become a war zone, your neighborhood become a war, and your neighbors being now your enemies. And it's from a child's standpoint, and I've heard it's beautifully done. And my daughter and my sister, I trust both of them. So, yeah.
Right. Well, everybody's saying stuff. Cindy Target, hope your health I know you said it's been declining lately, but I hope you're managing well. Cindy says last movie I saw was Twister. Go ahead, Cherie, you were going to say something?
I was speaking to Cindy Tajay. We are constantly praying for you.
Yeah, so she saw Twister and the birds. That was, oh my goodness, that was so fun. That was one of the scary ones back in the day, right?
Oh, yeah. That was, black and white was such you really I didn't even know that the Wizard of Oz, that there was any color in it because we didn't have a color TV when I was a kid. I grew up in the 50s and 60s. And, my parents was like, no TV. That's an idiot box. You're supposed to play outside all the time. We lived in a little teeny town, so a lot of country. But boy, whenever we got a chance to, get right next to that black and white TV, we were right there.
Exactly. And F.R. Humphrey hasn't been to a movie in years, doesn't have a TV anymore, rarely watches movies. And I don't know if Sydney can speak to this, or Cherie or Louisa, but I hardly ever watch movies anymore or TV. I don't think I watch TV because I'm always on YouTube. So I don't know if it's, go ahead, say that again.
YouTube is definitely my TV.
I be watching the movies that's on the streaming, like on YouTube. Well, not YouTube, but yeah, sometimes YouTube, Netflix, and Hulu. But now, my teacher, I don't even like watching movies no more because we catch what he taught us. We catch everything like, oh, that's the wrong camera angle that they use. That's the wrong contrast. Their light is too bright. They should have used a different bulb. Like, so when I'm watching TV, I'm critiquing
everything you learn.
Right.
Most of my professor, he directed the movies on the IMD TV. And that's what he's trying to get us to get. He'll push us out So whatever we make or whoever he contact with us or whatever work that we get, you will see our name on the credit who we work with to get notified.
Nice. So what about you, Louisa? Are you watching TV these days, movies these days? Both TV? What? You tell us.
No, my husband and I have really gotten into music during, particularly when we were already work, but we do a lot of. I've just really gotten into a lot of gospel music, roots music. I like old style bluegrass and um, the fusion of that and modern day music is great, but I still like to go back and like learn about like Little Walter. I want to hear like Little Walter play, I want to hear Count Basie play, and
Yeah.
it's you can get so much stuff now. So I do a lot of time working on my playlist, working on photography, doing photo editing, and our dogs make us go to bed about 8 o'clock. So I don't have a whole lot of time to watch anything. I get home and there's just enough time to tell the chickens good night, basically. So,
Yes.
but yeah, we don't spend a lot of time, but YouTube is a major thing in our house because that's a great music source, really great music source. My husband loves those reactions things, like where somebody will be, maybe they never heard, like they're British or something. They never heard, backstabber or something like that, and they're reacting to it as they're listening to it. And, you really get into it. It's exciting.
Yeah.
So I think music is just such the whole world responds to music. And
Yeah, you're right. And YouTube has YouTube Music, YouTube TV. Like Sydney, she was just saying, Hulu, Netflix, all the streaming platforms, they have their own programming. Sort of like the major is like, well, I only watch TV for programming. Or like if you're Andale and you're like, well, I gotta catch my Wheel of Fortune every once in a while, then for certain programs you go to certain places. But I think it's fun that you said, with the 50s and the 60s, because before DJ H Record Hound left, they said been a long time fan of 50s and 60s oldies. So yes, thanks y'all for hanging out, DJ H. I know you're gone now. You had to get to your radio show, but speaking of leaving, right now we are at an hour and 28 minutes.
Yes.
So Sydney, I don't know if you noticed the time up there in the top left corner of the screen, but the cool thing about StreamYard is it keeps you knowing how long you've been live, how many people are watching. So you can see that little eyeball and the number there. So that's always cool. And so I don't know if we're supposed to follow the film rules here where, okay, it's only an hour and a half, or if you had a plan for how long you guys wanted to hang out today.
Yep, hour and a half is perfect.
yeah, that's perfect.
So we're gonna wind down. But this was
So
great.
much fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was for a great experience. I feel kind of better and out my shell a little bit.
Good. That's what I wanted. I wanted to kind of get her out of her shell and let her see how comfortable this can be. The people are not mean and crazy. I mean, we crazy, but we're not mean to each other. We are crazy in a good way. So
Yes, I agree. Well, this is good because it's helping everybody. So you see, to Sydney, this is a reciprocal relationship because Real Fresh Food is their first time being here. And they're saying this conversation is giving me so many ideas on what to do with my channel. I'm brand new to content creation. Thank you for this. Absolutely. And, really engaging with your chat. We don't want to overindulge, but that's why we read some and we pop some up on the screen so that we can keep things moving so that all of us can be engaged. And we learn so much from each other. Pure pondering is like Louisa, where they get home after 6, get supper, get chores done, and then it's time to get the 6-year-old ready. In your case, you got to get the dogs ready for bed, Louisa. And yeah. So this has been great. Go ahead, Cherie. I know you want to close out. So How do you want to close this out? Because somebody said I'm not crazy. This is the major. I'm not crazy. I'm not bonkers. I'm crazy bonkers.
Yes, that would be the major. But all I was gonna say is, it's a lot for us to learn out here. We have only been here 5 months, and I still got tons to learn. But I've learned a lot in these 5 months. It get better with time. You get more comfortable, and you get to know people. You know what everybody. You see people. You say, "Oh, that's such and such." It's like you've been knowing them all your life. So, this is a good space to be in and play with, and help. Yep.
Absolutely. Any final words, Louisa or Sydney?
This is just a whole new place for me to be an extrovert and talk and talk. But no, I love the idea of the interchange and having the visual and the text on the side and reading and getting all that feedback is really, really cool.
Yeah, I enjoy the positive energy and the information and the different, like, getting to learn, like, different communities. You ain't got to worry about them because they really not here. And now I can stop telling myself every day I'm going to make a YouTube channel and make it.
That's right. That's right. All you got to do is look us up. You already have a support system. Yeah. And Louisa like to talk food too. So one day we'll have Louisa so we can talk Laquita's favorite topic.
I just really love the idea of knowing what you're eating. I think that's a really good thing, and to honor what is that you're. It should be an important experience. If you eat something, it should taste good. That's my opinion.
I think that's gonna be one of my channels too. Trying some of y'all food. Like, I got this to try.
You got to try some of this, ladies.
Yeah.
Mukbangs are huge. So that would be great. Mukbangs are great.
Yeah, there are a lot of channels that are just like food. Any kind of way you want food, they have it. So definitely, I think we can end this with a food video because Cindy says you should do a YouTube channel about filming, Sydney, and so hey, you can also upgrade your channel later. As you see, people are saying the word joke, and what happens is Nightbot. It's a bot that you can add to your channel to help moderate as well as to make it fun. And here's a joke from Nightbot. Past, present, and future walked into a bar. It was tense.
Yeah, these are just extra things you can add to your channel.
Yes.
To help the chat going. So
absolutely. So I'm going to show a quick food video as we go out. I'm just going to share it, and Real Fresh Food says, just start, Sydney. You have a lot to offer the YouTube community. Yep, garden table videos are huge. Food is good. This particular video here is my macaroni and cheese video. And y'all see all those vegetables? That's how I started my macaroni and cheese. And Dale is saying she told her vegetarian plant-based niece about my pinwheels today. Oh, thank you. I still need to do a pinwheels video. I'm going to change the speed. So if anybody's wondering how, you click the gear, click on playback speed, and I'm going to put it up to, oops, I scrolled the wrong way. Put it up to 2 times as fast. And then how do I get the video back? Oh, there it is. And then I'll hit play, and y'all can see how I'm just crushing the food, sauteing the vegetables. And that's how you create your cheese sauce. Yes, that's exact. So for anybody wondering how you make your mac and cheese good, I gave this to people. I was making mine before I was plant-based this way. I was just using regular cream cheese, not the non-dairy cream cheese. So those are non-dairy cheese slices. I used to use regular dairy cheese slices. Y'all can make some of the best food out here. You can make some of the best film content. Do it. Get it done. That's all I'm gonna show, guys. This is a sneak peek.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you,
letting us
Laquita.
join.
I'm gonna send Louisa your playlist so she can watch it because it's all plant based. So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
watch it.
Awesome. I'll drop it into the chat.
yeah, it's great. All right, Laquita. I will see you in the morning when we talk plant-based. Y'all have a good night.
Soil Sisters over now.
Yes. Yes. That's awesome information. Catch up then. All right, Laquita. I'll send you the link for in the morning.
All right. See you guys in
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, F.R. Humphrey. Thank you. Y'all
Thank you,
enjoy the
everybody.
ride.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a great hour and a half-ish or so. Cindy Tajay, you take your time and get well. We absolutely love you. Thank you to all of our tropical troops in the house. All the blue, the green names are tropical troops. They pay to, what do you call it, to become a tropical troop at Black's Tropical. So we appreciate you all the moderators, all the thumbs up. They pay $1.99. It's through, like here, you see it's a join button.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's what that's for. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So we just got that button.
I
But
just need to do this. Oh, you just got that button. Okay, so I did the subscribe, so I need to go back on.
yeah. So
I want to join the team.
you want to join the team?
Yes.
We
I'm
appreciate
already
you.
on the team. My team is official.
Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. Catch y'all at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for tasty topics in the morning. We're going to go out with 2 videos because I want to show Sydney some of Bobby's work. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
This.
Hey, babe,
Yeah.
we got
My husband
mail.
made this. This is our mail call video. We do it only on Fridays.